Anyway, so I thought I'd just do a little update, kind of what's going on. So for the last 2 days, I've been listing like crazy on eBay, and it's taking up 98.9% of all of my time because they have this like little thing that's 1,000 listings per day until the 18th of this month. So, which you can list for free, auction style. Anyways, boring details. So I've been like, I have so many things that I wanted to list, so I've been spending tons and tons and tons of time on that. Anyways, I thought I'd do like a little antique book tour, like of my bookshelf. I haven't read a lot of these, but some, like a lot of them I do plan on reading them one day, but I'm busy, it seems, all the time. But some of them I have read, and some of them I've started to read. So I thought I'd do a little what's on my shelf tour. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyways, it's kind of dark in the corner where my bookshelf is, and it's like a dark, gloomy day, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it that well. And my forward-facing camera is broken, so I hope it's not blurry, but we'll try anyways. So anyways, let's get to it, and here it is. Shelf in the main living area that I have right when you walk in, and if you're wondering what this like, sorry, it's like fuzzy. If you're wondering what like this gap is here, it's because I just tore a bunch out to try to like get them out to show you. I'm sorry that it's so gloomy and dark. I don't know if you can see anything, but a lot of these books are from like the 1800s. Some of them are later, early 1900s. Some of them were given to me, and a lot of them I got by the pound at a local thrift store that does books by the pound. I have more than this upstairs, and even actually under here, there's some like hidden hoard books. But anyways, I'll just show you what I have here on the main area. I collect a lot of children's literature, or things that reminded me of my childhood. I don't know why, I guess it just happened, but anyways. There's Black Beauty and some game books. Sorry, that was like this little guy here. So there's Treasure Island, The Great Illusion, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. This is like a newer version. Oops. The Gist of Whist. This one's actually hilarious if you look at... Oh my god, I'm just like throwing things everywhere. This is a game. I'd never heard of it before. It has a really cool cover. Like gold, and if you can see that. And it's in pretty good condition, and the spine has like all the cards on it. It's called The Gist of Whist, and it has like the most hilarious things. It's an entire book of how to play the game Gist, anyways, or Whist. The Gist of Whist? Yeah. The entire way to play the game Whist by Charles E. Coffin. Anyways, there's Nicholas Nickleby, and it has a really cool design. So some of these I got them for shelf appeal as well. I also do eventually want to read a lot of these when I do have more time and less children. Gulliver's Travels. This is a neat book as well, not children's, but it's The Debater's Treasury, and you can actually look in this book, and it will give you the pros and cons to an argument. So, like, you know, was Benjamin Franklin a greater man than Sir Isaac Newton? And it gives you the affirmative answer and the negative answer. So this book is filled with that. It's, like, hilarious that I found this. I look at that one all the time. Some of these I like actually look at all the time. Anyways, and like skim through them, right? Some of them aren't ones that you'd want to read all the way through like a regular book. I don't know if I showed these, but this is the Christopher Robin storybook, and Now We Are Six. And there's a lot more books in this series. A lot of people know these as the Winnie the Pooh books, but I have two of these actually. This one has writing in it, and they have little illustrations throughout. And this one has some writing in it. And this one's older than the other one. But, like, it has really cute little illustrations all the way through it. And this one's a bit tattered. I actually have these listed as well. Because, if you didn't know, I've been spending hours and hours listing things on eBay. Anyways, so this is The Jungle Book. Oh, it's such bad lighting. This is The Jungle Book, and I was super excited when I found this book because this is one of my favorite movies, Disney movies. Is it even a Disney movie? I'm not sure, but it was one of my favorite movies as a kid anyways. This is, what is this? Life and Letters by Benjamin Franklin. So some of these are just like random. I took a lot of the actual ones off my shelf and put them upstairs. This is this is Huckleberry Finn. And this is a later edition, I think. And usually you can tell by the way the paper feels, and sometimes they don't have dates, and I think that this is one of those. This one doesn't actually have a date, but you can tell it's way older than the other one that I have. Sex and the Love Life, and this is funny. This is like one of those old school ones, like what you should do in a marriage. There's another Now We Are Six with the cover, Winnie the Pooh. This is Merry Men, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I have 2 of these, and this is the newer version. And if you're wondering why I have doubles, it's because I intended on listing some of these and keeping some of these. So that's why I have doubles. The Birds Christmas Carols. So some of these are just, oh my lord. Some of these are, like, this is actually pretty rare find for the age. And there's some little decorative books. Treasure Island, Oliver Twist. I actually did start reading this. I have 2 copies of this, and one is a children's edition and one's the adult edition, but they're both not impossible, but both equally worded, like without art and stuff like that. Another Alice in Wonderland. If you watch one of my other videos, or in one of my other videos, I showed you another copy of an Alice in Wonderland book. Dear Pig, and it just has creepy illustrations. I have some Grimm's fairy tale books as well. I'll just show you some of the covers. The Warlords, Kim. This is another Rudyard Kipling book. I've been kind of collecting him without realizing it. Some of them just have really neat spines. So this is Raised. The Pillar of Fire. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and this is a later edition, and you can kind of tell as well by the cloth on the cover. One time I went to a spa actually in Mount Tremblant, and I brought a red book, one of the old books to read. I forget which one it was, and all of the red dye leaked out of the backing, the cloth backing, and got all over the spa white towels when we were out lounging. So don't do that. These are really weird. These kind of appear to be a set, but they're all different. And this is like some type of either leather or fake old plastic. And these are all like hand-burned letters or handwritten with like some kind of ink on each book. And some of them even, where is that one? Like this one and another one are like hand ink stamped. So it's really weird. Like this is just regular paper, brown paper, and these are like books of poetry by British authors and different types of authors, I think. I've just kind of skimmed through those ones. I just have some other random ones up here that I just liked the way they looked, and like I said, I will be reading them. This was one of the first books that I got, and it's called Two Little Savages, and here it has little like illustrations inside. And it's really, really neat. It's by Ernest Thompson Seton. It's really cool. It has little illustrations and stuff inside, and I've skimmed through that one. The Princess and the Goblin is a movie that my siblings and I used to watch all the time when we were kids. And if your kids haven't seen that, you need to get it. It's so neat, or I at least remember it being neat when I was a child. I have some like ship books as well. I can't reach anymore if you're wondering why the camera angle is getting like worse. Up here there's a lot of like old history books and school books, and these are actually, I don't know if you can tell, but they're really large books and they're pretty old. Then there's some Greek mythology type books there on the bottom. And where's the Grimm's fairy tale book? I feel like I'm missing things. I think they're upstairs. And up on the very top shelf, there's another Alice in Wonderland, which you can't really see, way in the corner there. And Catching Fire, some newer ones. The Unexpected Years, The Swiss Family Robertsons, How to Do Business, the One Tree, and what other one? The Owl Pen. It has neat little things. And then The Amateur Astronomer, and that's that red book there, and it has some really cool facts and things in it, how to be an astronomer. The Great Gatsby, I've read that one. Then there's the Cruden's Concordance, and that's that big book on the bottom there on the left-hand side. And Da Vinci Code, obviously. I think everybody has a copy of the Da Vinci Code. And The History of David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, and that's that giant red one on top of the Cruden's Concordance there. I don't know if you can see right there. So there's Mythology as well by Edith Hamilton, and that's a neat read. And that box, it looks like a brown book there, is actually Alice in Wonderland, and I should get those out. I'm going to do like a children's literature in-depth little reviews, so that it's easier. And The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, that's the other one to this one. That's what I was talking about. Tarzan of the Apes. And this one just is really nice color. I strictly bought this for the color and the name. This one, look how pretty that is. It's called The Sign of the Jack-o'-lantern. And it just, I don't know, it just looks so nice. I like the colors and stuff. And this is how the pages are. They're like just really neat. I also have a few in my cabinet, and I'll show them to you. So I have these like hidden away in here, and actually I took my favorite book upstairs recently to look through it. It has some crazy illustrations in it. But there's Moby Dick, The Seven Seas, and Virtue's English Dictionary, and this has really nice illustrations in it. It's actually so neat, and you can tell like this is all leather and gold here. Bambi, everybody knows Bambi, and this is an older edition of Bambi. I was actually pretty excited when I found that one, but it's too big to fit on my shelf, and a lot of them are too big to fit on my shelf, so that's why they're like hidden away in other areas. This is called The Nature Library. I'm really sorry about the lighting, like it's such bad lighting. The Nature Library, and I think this one has a lot of illustrations in it. Yeah, see, like on the bottoms, and just some of these books are just so cool to look through. And like, look how vibrant that is. And I believe that these are like I think these are all like plates as well. So neat. And like, I'd like to get some of these blown up and put them in my house in frames. So there's that one. And I have a lot of just like really unique books. Like, I love this one. This is one of my first finds. It's called Earth, Sea, and Sky. A lot of people want to say Earth, Sex, and Sky, but it's not. It's Earth, Sea, and Sky. The spine has ripped from it, and I've seen one of these sell for $500 online. So it just has the coolest little things in it. It's an encyclopedia. It has dinosaur pictures, you know, just really old pictures, and it has X amount of colored plates as well. I'm trying to find one for you. It just has the coolest drawings. Oh, where's one? Come on now. Did I pass one? I don't know. It just has like the neatest. Oh no, maybe I'm thinking of another book now that I'm deep into thinking about it. But there is just some like crazy illustrations in here. I just love this book. So anyways, I do have like a bookshelf where I like have newer books that I read. But these are more collecting books, and I collect a lot of them for just visual and for a child. Like maybe I already know the story. I just want to have the book just to, you know, keep for my children and their children, etc. If it makes it that far. But yeah, I just like collecting them. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of how many books that I have on my shelves, and it's kind of sad that I actually have more. I have read a few of them. I don't think it even showed any of those, but I have Peter Pan and Wendy. I showed that in another video. My hair just looks ridiculous. Peter Pan and Wendy, and I have, I don't know if it's down here, but I have another book that I got about Peter Pan. It's the one where Peter Pan originally, I'm trying to think of what it's called now, I'm like drawing a blank. The Little White Bird. I got a really good deal. I found it really cheap on Etsy for this little shop that does like charity work. So you buy an item and all the profits go to this charity. I think it's for girls' self-esteem. Anyways, I was super excited when I found that one. So I sound a little monotone because I'm so exhausted. I've been listing and listing and listing on eBay for days and days and days, and I just feel like I just want to sit down, drink a coffee, and, you know, exist into Netflix land. So that's just a quick little dark video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you could see what I was doing. And I will be posting another video tomorrow, so check back and see what it's about.